Developers in highly populated cities like New York City, Chicago, and San Francisco utilize space in every possible way. In places where space comes at a premium, every square foot matters. Because of that, developers stretch their imaginations and use indoor and outdoor spaces. This needs to maximize space has led developers to create Juliette balconies. What is a Juliette balcony? A Juliette-style balcony is a banister-type structure that's placed in front of French doors or full-length windows to prevent people from falling from these structures. Juliette balconies were created for safety purposes, but developers found a way to utilize the balcony so that it was beautiful while serving its purpose. Juliette balconies are also known as balconettes and false balconies, since they are not actual balconies.
Where did the name Juliette balcony come from? The term Juliette balcony comes from a scene in Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliette. In the scene, the character Juliet is standing next to a structure similar to a Juliette balcony and pondering, "Romeo, O Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo?" So in a sense, we owe a bit of gratitude to Shakespeare for giving us the Juliette balcony idea in the first place.
Does everyone like Juliette balconies? Not everyone is a fan of Juliette-style balconies because they aren't true balconies according to architectural standards. People also argue that Juliette balconies just further inflate apartment rent prices. There is an element of truth in both objections, but there is more to it than what meets the eye. Juliette balconies are functional features of apartment structures.
Benefits of Juliette balconies. There are more benefits to having a Juliette balcony than just allowing in the fresh air and natural light. They also enhance apartments by 1. Adding to the external aesthetic 2. Adding extra space 3. Adding safety 4. Adding affordable luxury.
Why choose a Juliette balcony instead of a full balcony? There are some valid reasons why building owners should opt for a Juliette balcony instead of a full balcony. The first reason is that New York City developers must first have air rights before they can have a full balcony. This makes having a Juliette balcony a more practical option since such rights are not required before installing them. A second reason is related to prospective profit. The value of an apartment building with full balconies is often higher than the rent range tenants or buyers could afford to recoup the cost of having them. Juliette balconies become the next best option to having a traditional balcony in that they increase property value without immensely impacting the cost to the buyer or tenant.